morning, good morning, good morning. Mwasuze mtamkulukeo mu Labor Day. I sort of feel inside when you're by my side. Yeah. When you kiss me, when you touch me, the way you love me. Good morning, my people. How are you today? You're talking about taxi business, not Uber business. So you make my life easy. Emidigo, no sigumira, ingamezinzinga na kwetozi ulida, tukabigone twevuruga, tumalirize nkera nga tulife mbiwe. When you're by my side, so mwasuze mutya bantu bange, nze mbisitede yuwano sina kizimba ate kasitokera ng'oli mulamu, olina okwebaza Mukama Katonda obulamu bwo. Nekugamba nti olinga enjuba, oli musaayi oguntambulira munda. Let me tell you the truth. Take a picture of you, 3D glasses, make you an invention. Baby girl, you will rock with me. Good morning, my people. How are you today? Hey, abagala okugira digital marketing. Today is open day. Enatandika ndoza sawa nya. I am not sure. Mchembamba nyati oluva ku broadcast went. Ngenda baneteke open day. Akakuba mwakalabye je katuuse. Nimwe bantu muguze kawundo. Kiraka kawundo mwazimalayo. Otandika okugula XP kawundo mpitirivu ku nfumo. Yeah, how is your Thursday? Today is random car talk. So literally you can talk about anything. But I wanted us to concentrate on the people that want to buy vehicles for business. And even yesterday, someone called me, and he wanted to ask me about Uber. And like I say, I have plenty of videos on Uber on my YouTube channel. I talk about Uber so many times, but I find that people just don't want to see the videos. They want to consult me on the phone. And so, like I've always said, if you want to consult me over the phone, and you would rather have private special consult, then go sasula ekizike kyokka ku mobile money yange awo nga twogera okitegeera. However, if you want to get the info for free, this channel has a lot of videos on so many subjects. Literally, it's very hard for you to say you're calling me about something to do with cars and it's not on this channel. Kizibu nnyo nga the video is not here. It's a very hard thing. So that's why I charge like a 50k when you call me or when you want to WhatsApp me. I charge that 50k because toina kyogenda kuwumbuuza. And literally all the time, every time someone calls me nangamba athambale njala kwebuuzaako kyetso kumbuuze tulabe, and agenda okumbuuza ekibuuzo nga video gyeri okitegeera. So all you have to do is look for the video, and they have the right titles. Like if you came to my channel and look for Uber, even this one has the keyword Uber. If you wanted to find content that has to do with taxi, this video has the keyword taxi. You have the word business is a keyword. So all you have to know is what keywords are you going to be looking for to find the information that you want to find. But maybe some of the subjects I may have not covered in depth, but yes, I did cover what we need. Ebiseera ebisinga kijja kuba nti it's going to be that there's information that you expect to get, but then there's also information that is good for you. There's information that applies. There's also information that is relevant. it would be very easy for me to go and cram things like horsepower, things like torque, okitegeera ebintu abantu abasinga bye banyumirwa okuwulira the things said on Top Gear. But I know that even if I went and crammed those things are not relevant to you. Ugandans don't buy cars based on horsepower or based on torque. Ugandans buy cars based on affordability. They buy cars based on affordability. They buy cars based on fuel consumption. Nobody really gives a damn about what the torque of the vehicle is, how many horsepowers the car is giving them out. It's information that sounds nice when you're saying it, but it's not information. It's not information that is going to be relevant to you when you're buying a car. And majority of the time when you go to buy a car, let's say in the bond, the first question you're going to ask as a Ugandan is it reliable? Why? Because it's very hard to find a Ugandan that has money there. In fact, I've seen people ask questions of can I buy a car that has a bad engine and then fix it? Yes, it's okay for you to buy it if it works for you, but it's not something that anyone would recommend, because emotoka gyoguzenga okimanyi infue gyolowooza nti kyekifu. That car has even many more problems than what you see on what you see here. So you're going to buy it thinking the engine is what has the problem, but then you'll find that the gearbox has a problem. Then you'll find that the entire suspension is fried, and then you'll find that the wiring has issues. And that's normally how it is. You buy a car thinking it has a small problem. It's just like you buying a car and you expect no problem with it, and then you find some problems. So now imagine you buy a car that has problems, and then it has a tiny bit problem. You know how someone telling you comes just a wiring, and then you ask yourself, if it's a simple wiring problem, why don't you fix it and sell it expensively? You get. So today I want us to talk about the taxi business, not the Uber business. Why am I saying not the Uber business? It's because having driven Uber and owning a car that now does the same, not really Uber. Uber is and just for context, Uber can mean safe car. Because Uber is a popular brand. It's like how people in the villages still call petrol stations Shell. It doesn't mean that Shell is everywhere, no, but Shell is popular. So Uber is popular, and of course right now joining Uber is one of the hardest things. Majority of people that are in the rideshare business are doing safe car, faras, then there is Ori rides, then there is this thing that used to be Taxify. I don't remember what it's called, but those are most people that are in the rideshare business. That's why those are the cars that those are the apps that they are using right now. But Uber, I'm using it in context, and of course Uber scaled down their operations in Uganda. They used to have an office that was open where you could go and visit and talk to people, and they closed that. So everything right now has to be done online. You get, and yeah. So that's how far. But why am I saying taxi business? Because a special hire is a taxi. Uber is a taxi service. Okay, it's ride share, but it's a taxi business. And then we have the real taxis that you guys know. You get. Ani gwemba desinabu zako Myombia Mark Mugalasi Joshua Mixed Farm Paul Banaria Hasmat Travel Live Vlog Mugerwa Baker Deep in Coffee Sebugwa Omedi Nick Waboyi Ka Alam Deep in Coffee Ka Alam is 210. Paul Sema Paul Banaria. According to my only understanding, taxi nowadays need one to buy drone and use it for up-country service. Okay. Chris Fitness, Antonio Random Things, Toddy Ronald, Tusime Eddie, Rahim Chimuli, Chamba de Hannington. I hope you guys are doing well. What is happening, you boy? What's up? So, taxi, of course, this is what he, yani, Paul Banali agamba nti ye, according to him, the best thing for you to do is to buy a drone and ogise every up country. That according to him. I find that before you even think about the route that you want to put your taxi on, the first thing that any person that wants to enter the taxi business needs to figure out is you need to first of all get a driver. I find that a driver is one of the most important ingredients for your taxi business. Without a good driver, Kenya, you still not make money, because in every business, the people that work in those businesses know how to rip people off. Be it lorries, be it taxis, be it shops, be it supermarkets, every business, people know how to rip off others. But why am I saying taxi business, not the Uber business? Because majority of the time when someone wants to invest in Uber, they're going to spend a minimum of 15 million, okay, to get a good car. 15 is what you're going to spend on the car alone. You're going to spend 15 million on the car. And I find that for you to spend 15 million shillings to make 600,000 shillings, and right now I am sure that most people are not getting that kind of money, like me, which take here. Now, if you're going to be spending 15 million shillings only to make 600k every month, of the 600k, definitely 600k, then about 100 goes back to the car, 100, 200 goes back to the car, so you make 400,000. That means every 10 months, that will be 4 million, that will be 4.8 every year. It means it is going to need, you're going to take about 3.5 years or 4 years to recoup your investment. You get the math. You need 4 years. Let's just round it off to 4 years. You need 4 years to recoup the investment in an Uber vehicle. You bought a Raum new model. Let's say you'd be something. You bought it 15 million. Yeah. And you give it to someone to drive it, and they pay you diligently. You'll need about 4 years to recoup your investment. Because on top of the service money, there are things you're going to need to repair that may break down along the way. You'll need to buy tires. You'll need to, there are a couple of things that you'll have to work on along the way. And so I'm imagining that of the 4.8, let's just imagine 1 million goes back. So if 1 million goes back into the car every year, yeah, so that means you have 3.8 every year, 3.8 for 2 years. That's about 10 point something, and then the third year, and then the fourth year. So you need 4 years to recoup your investment in Uber. However, if you bought a Chigege at like 30 million shillings, yeah, because I'm saying 30 because so you just have a budget of 30 million. You buy a Chigege at 30 million shillings, and I'm saying the Chigege because I'm looking at someone that doesn't have really a lot of money to buy a drone, and the money you have can help you afford one of 30 million. Let's say get a drone or not a drone, and it's good at 30. Of course, even that one will need some money. It will take like 3 to 5 million. But then that's not money that you reinvest there and then, that you have bought the car, then you put 5 million there, and then that's money the car takes over time. So so over time, you yourself, you start working on those things. Yeah. Ivan Kayuchi, Kaiwa Benjamin. I'm now becoming better eyes disease. Let's take it. You guys, how does red eyes like pain? Also, you are toddy. Red eyes is it mazita. But it just makes your eyes red. As Council Patrick, I say good morning. Arthur, I seriously don't love having a car that doesn't bring income. Nobody wants that, but like for some of us, a car is like a shirt. Which take it a motor like me, a car is like a shirt. I cannot be there at Twina Moroka. It's too inconveniencing to not have a car. You have to take your kids to school. Namwe mwino gendo kora. Ateka tinze wendi nzenga Arthur. In the industry where I am, I need a car. I definitely need a car. I think it's the one thing that I would make sure I keep even if I lost everything else. Which take it. Because with the car you can move wherever you want. With the car you can move at whatever time. Which take it. Yes, it's still not as safe, but the car gives you the ability to travel wherever, whenever, at whatever time. Which take it. And in my industry, that's a very important thing. You want to pick up equipment. Like the last time we were shooting our newest pilot, I went to the place where I hire equipment, and then the guy said, "Oh, the monitor you want," because there's the director's monitor I use when I'm directing. The monitor you want, someone has it in Munyonyo. He hasn't brought it back, so can you go and get it from Munyonyo? So I had to drive and go to Munyonyo pick up the monitor. Without a car, that's something that would be very hard for me. Well, maybe they would put it on a border. But you know, it was a lot of equipment. Like, so going to pick it up in my car was very, very, very efficient. Daudi Mukasa, you have finally convinced me to buy a taxi. I have not convinced you to do anything, Daudi. Kakai, how are you, Bridget? Obulanyo nawe, where do you be, Kakai? Bridget, why do you be lost like that? Don't be lost on people. Don't be lost. You people, you should stop being lost. At least when you be lost for like 2 to 3 days, then come back on day number 4. And at least come and say hi. Okay, even when you be lost, come to the live broadcast and say good morning and then go. So that we know that you are alive. It's important for us to understand that, oh, our person is still alive. You get, eh? Yeah, our person is okay. So guys, we're talking about taxi business. And when you compare the cost of buying a car that's going to do Uber and the cost of buying a car that is going to do a taxi, a car that is going to do Uber will cost you about 15, and a car that's going to do a taxi will cost you 30. That's double the money. However, when you think about, when you start doing the numbers, the taxi will give you 90,000 shillings, because that's the taxi we previously bought with one of our people here. Every day, 5 days a week. So chitegeza ebemuwa emitwalo kyenda every 10 days. That's 1.8 per month. You get, if it gives him 1.8 per month, okay, that gives him about 18 million in 10 months. Now I want to say let's keep 18 million only for the other 2 months. Is a maintenance million. So just leave that money, let that money go for maintenance. So this guy is making 18 million out of the 30 million in 1 year. You get? So tell me you still want to buy a car for Uber. Tell me you want to buy a car for Uber after knowing that this person makes more than 50% of the money invested in a taxi in 1 year. So it means in the second year he's still going to make 18 million back. You know what that means? That means this person has made around 36 million back in 2 years. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. And the car I'm telling you right now, because the taxi that we bought is doing Kayunga Kampala. You get, it's not an up country, it's not doing up country, it's doing Kayunga. So why am I really encouraging you guys? Because I understand and probably some of you sijja kulima nze ebintu bibiri bye sigenda kukola, sigenda kulima, sigenda kusuubula. Okitegeera, me I've done plenty of studies on myself to know that those are two things where nze jesida I'm a service person. With services there I'm good, because service I can really defend it. I can do quality control on a service. There are things that you can maybe not do quality control on. That's why when nabaleta radios namara gikozesaako nenda bantu ekola bulungi nenkosa ne kuyawa no nenda bantu waliwo enjawulo. Then I decided, you know what, for the people that want good radios, kambaletera radio nungi. Osegira ate zino kati bwe zinaggwawo ngenda baletera kombo I'll bring you a radio, I'll bring you a jump starter and a compressor in one, and then a camera. So you buy a radio and a jump starter, and then you get a camera for free. Because right now you're buying a radio and you're getting a camera for free and installation for free. You get. Okay, let's see. JK, in that case, good morning, guys. Good morning, JK. Awenjagala. Jangwati situbuzeeko tumanye nti omusajja mirimu gimukutte ekala atubuuzizzaako gyali mulamu okusinga bwe tuneebuuzanga okitegeera jeka abadde ki mwebale nnyo jeke tubuuzaako. Good morning SPK Driving School. Good morning Arthur, appreciate your valuable knowledge you keep sharing with us. Amina, especially us of the other gender. There's nothing like us of the other gender. You are our women. Tayaka tumakolerechi. Ekitegeera. Shaharu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mukimanyi tuno nyina mukwano gwange omusajja mukulu alindoza kati myaka nga 5. Musiraamu amuyita Haji. Yampe erinnya eri omusiraamu. Yangamba nze Murshid. Do you know what Murshid means? Murshid means teacher. Ojja kutya oli oluwarabu lwenkasuka nze Murshid. Era kadera okuvanulwalira abasiraamu you are free to call me Murshid. Okitegeera. Bridget Kakai, red eyes took a toll on me, but I have been able to watch all the past episodes. You guys, are red eyes that serious that they pain you and you even sleep? Paul Banalia, but that 90 is good per day if possible. Yes, it does. Femoroke yochigegeje twagula twagigula 25 ebadde tuwa sente ezo. Buli lunaku ate you'll be surprised the owner of that car is not in the country. Naye mobile money ka message kajja buli lunaku emitwalo mwenda buli lunaku emitwalo mwenda for 5 days. And then emoroke eriko manager waayo naafuna ize ku lwomukaaga. Okitegeera. I have an acquaintance who bought 5 taxis before COVID. 3 were on loan. He didn't recover after COVID. No, but I think JK, it was the timing. In COVID, nobody bavuge emoroka ezo taxi for long times nabo baagitunda. Okitegeera. So I think it was the timing. It was the, and I think JK, the trouble is buying all at once. Business ze Kampala, you don't put all your feet there. Otekayo ekigere kimu. Business ze Kampala tezeetaga kugira. Toteekayo lumu otandika mpola n'ogakatula boba kinaakola. Bukikola esooka bwekola nekola emyezi nga 5 n'olaba nga sente zeereta zeezo ng'ogula ey'okubiri. Kati ezo bbiri nazo n'ozirekayo emyezi nga 5 n'oleeta ey'okusatu. That's how it happens. Actually, the gentleman that bought that taxi gyembagambako yali agala kugula nenda ne muganda naye omanyi sooka ogule n'emmoloka emu osooka olabe bwekola. What that helps you with is that one, also can know the costs that are related with the taxi. Okay. 2, then you realize the amount I bought the chigege or the taxi, I can buy another one better at probably higher, or I should stick to this. And then you realize, is that route profitable? And then you realize what are the problems that come with you running a taxi business. There are so many things that you have to learn with one taxi before you, because 5 can overwhelm you if it's the first time. It's like, I'll give you an example. The first time we did, of course, before I even joined campus in my SOVAC, I for like a couple of months. And I realized at that time, I think I learned the expenses that are that come with running a drama group. And then after my S6, when I was joining campus, I started the company that I still run now, Dynamo. And and at that time, we started with, when I was still at campus, we started with performing in primary schools. Like most drama groups, that's how they start. And in when we went to primary schools, you remember, you guys, about at least in your 30s, you remember when we were watching Mizanyejo Jebale Tanga Katemba Kosomero in the main halls. You remember the place we used to watch, we used to pay 300 shillings, 500 shillings. So now, when we went to start performing in primary schools, I realized that there was no way I was going to pay my actors if they were paying, the kids were paying 500 shillings. So our fee went up to 2,000. It was the very first time that primary kids would be paying 2,000 shillings. So, and because of that, we ended up having very few schools subscribing to us. And even 2000, the cost of running the group was still high. So I decided that we were going to quit primary schools because they were not as profitable. So we went. Now we decided to go to secondary schools. Okay, and with secondary schools, then we started doing the literature plays and all that. Still, it was hard. So doing 1-2 plays was still hard. So we had to innovate and start doing about 3 plays, 3 full plays a day. Now 3 full plays we have been doing for some time. That's how you can manage to pace abana bono basasula bulungi, because the sagara kozesa muntu nesimu sasula. I never want to feel like omuntu azze atankoledde ku bwerere okitegeera oba awulira tasasuddwa. So but now we are even innovating even further because of the new curriculum, things are affecting us. Now we're going to be doing 4 full plays a day. Nga kuliko ne Shakespeare. Now the 3 plays done in a day by the same team, that's the first in Uganda. It has not been done anywhere in Uganda apart from us. Fetu asoko kuchikola, fetu chachikola. Tewali company, tewali team yali ekoze mizanyo esatu giri full length in one day. So, and we start at 9 a.m. and end by 5 p.m. So now we are going to push and start doing 4 plays. It's the first but why are we able to do that? It's because we started small like other people, and then we learned that okay, you have to do this, do that, change this, do that. We said the technology again that we started by using the Sykes, and eventually we stopped and started using a projector. Then the projector gives us a little more power over the production. We can do scenes like we can be at the beach, we can swim. There are so many things that we can do on the stage that were previously not possible. But we can only do those things because we have the experience and we have been doing this over time. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that's why I recommend that as you go to invest in taxis, don't put both your feet in there. Tandika with one chigege. Tandika with one chigege. If it works out, if it works out, that's how the businesses in Uganda should be. So that if it doesn't work out, because you can imagine ogule moroka tano umundi gumwe obo bugumyemu okitegera. Abi, how are you? Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mwami Murshid. And the other gender we rarely know about cars. Kati otuyambi atenyo amina. Abe good morning, assalamu alaikum. Rahim chigoza assalamu alaikum. Yeah. No racha wasidamu mwe yagara. Mwe sanga mutinga muri special mwe assalamu alaikum. Yeah. Rahim, Inga basa suze mitwala 3.5 for defensive driving. Basa suze mitwala 3.5. And the duration can even be a week. It's normally 1 week. The duration. Bano bakebera chaba sivikali. Ndawa bayimirize motoka. What are they looking for? Nenze permit yange mangine weri. Simanyi na permit weri. Simanyi wabula choche bakebera chesitegera. Bali mutuma ida budde oli ayimirize moroka maaso ge moroka zaffe. It's raining heavily in Dubai. Enkuba kitukoze bannange nga mulabye Nathan ono benza abadde ki mukazi alayika alina kyakoze kyekimusabye permit. But anyway guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Taxi njibaze nenkubalira ne Uber ogenda kugisamu $1,15,000, and I told you that's what precisely one of the reasons why I decided to Corolla yange kesigalewo. Why? Because for me to give this gentleman another car, I would have to spend 15 million to kanze yange njitunda 10. Okitegeera kati nze ntunde yange 10 ate nyongereke $5,000,000 ku business etakola sente ziryawo, because me I know. And that's why precisely waliwo omukyalo oli yajja mujjukira nambanyumiza bwe twagenda of course tetwagula ne muganda emoroka tewayita de sente mu Uber. But I also understand that sometimes omuntu abeerawo nga oba kyoba kyawulira ayagala kufuna passive income, and it's totally understandable, it's totally natural, but you should try and avoid the temptation of investing in a business that might just frustrate you. I'm telling you, the ride share business will frustrate most people here. Okwate million kumina, and there are people that buy new cars naji wo mwana nagenda mubonna jay moroka vitize million 25 naji wo mwana nagenda ojivuge Uber. Ostegira, may I find that no. There are so many other things that you could do that don't even need 5 million. Side hustles that you could do that don't need 5 million that will give you, probably you would invest in government bonds like JK normally says. Mezo million 25 kada wa nebitaka nabisibitegira bulungi but was investing in mutaka okitegeera right? And then ani abadagama tayagala kubeda na muruka ngatekola sente. Let me tell you, having a car that is not making money for you but is helping in other things is better than you having a car that will give you the illusion of that it's going to make you money, then it's not going to make you money. Okitegeera, because I sometimes it feels like I'm discouraging people, but I'm encouraging you now. Instead of investing like 15 to 20 million in a Romeo no Juomana Uber, invest 30 million in a Chigege, Ochitegeera, or invest 40 million in a drone and have someone give you, because up country basa sule mitwalo bakumi n'esatu up country 13 ndowooza. You'd rather invest in a drone ekuwe mitwalo 13 per day. Newe kuwa mitwalo 12 per day. That means in 1 month oba okola million bbiri n'emitwalo 4. Do you know what it means to make 2.4? Now, if you and you know, the taxi business world over boils down to one main thing. It boils down to who the driver is. With the bad driver, even the best car will not give you money, because that bad driver will keep taking money out of your pockets. They will not be giving you money. If I want to buy the taxi, can I use the same manager? Yes, no problem. You can. The minibus business, I think, is good. Yeah, it's good, but driver. It boils down to the driver. It boils down to the driver. I'm telling you this. In Uber, it boils down to the driver. I remember in 2018, I had 2 VITs in Uber. I had 3 actually. 1 I was driving, and 2 I had given to other people. And there is this guy, China Navy, Chibbi, Chansa Sula, Nechindeke, the same yacho, ne driving permit, Chinde to the center, which I'm going to Shido police in Libby. About Basanga Babona, Tembasasida. You get, they have done things to people that I would say they deserve to actually suffer. One of those guys that I had given my car, Yajikumionga tampered this cent and they took Kanya. He gave me his car phone. I think it was a Spark 1. He gave me a driving permit, and he promised that he would bring my money. Narimu Banjoba for 2 months. He would bring my money and then take his things. However, the moment he left our meeting like this, he went to Kagugube police and over Kagugube down there, and then he reported that I had stolen his phone and driving permit. His phone is kept, his permit is kept. I come to my office one day and there is an officer waiting for me. He says, waliwo musango gwakugulu wako wabbe essimu ne driving permit. Abantu bamwe mbasanga babone nze mbabuulira. Abantu mbasanga babona mubaleke babone, they deserve it. Abantu abamu basanda babone olw'emitima gyabwe emivundu. Yeah, katizo yogayo yowebirevo nyina nuli namusanga ayagala okwogera nange. Kakati ono eyandekera ebintu binagenda andopa. Some people actually just have bad hearts banange mbaleke babone they deserve it. So anyway, it boils down to the driver, and then there is another guy yali ava na US yali asoma busawo. Cut in the US, what he used to do, he was driving Uber to survive. So when he came to Kampala for holiday, he thought Uber works even here properly. I gave him a VITS, and when I gave him a VITS, he drove for the first like 2 months, 3 months. He gave me money, and then that's when Uber started going down, by the way. And when Uber went down, the guy actually drove it for like 2 weeks, and he brought back my car, and he said, you know what? So national ID again. They are going to give me an allowance very soon. I'll pay you. And he came and paid me, and he took his things. Now those are 2 different people with 2 different hearts. One stuck to the agreement we had, The other one went to police and made me a thief. So actually, when the police officer came to me, I just drove him. They took the permit of that guy, the phone of that guy, named him over. Then we went to the police station and I made a statement. I hadn't stolen those things, and they did not really arrest me. I was not really arrested because I kept telling the officer, come on, when you look at me, can I steal a Spark 1? We actually had an idle Spark 1 at my home. And I told him I have this phone at home. But the guy left the phone with me. Because the guy indicated somewhere. There are some experiences that I would not want to relive. There are some experiences I would not want to relive. That wasn't a very good experience. There, I spent like a month without coming to office. The police officer would come every day and ask people, ono atha mumumanyi yabbe simu, ono atha mumumanyi yabbe simu. And I think it's one of the people in the area that tipped him off. Ntikati azeja angu. Mbantu de moroka yangi bayina sanako. Nissan Central. Those the people that don't do reliability do beauty. You can bring a Navara, a Hilux to a Navara. You look at how beautiful the Navara is. But the thing that the reliability of the Hilux can be matched to what the Navara gives you, hell no. The Hilux is too reliable. And then of course these Subaru Legacy, the Outbacks now look exactly like the Fielder. Of course the Outback is a little bigger, the body is a little bigger, but you think that the Outback will give you the efficiency of a Fielder? Hell no. The comfort of the Outback now is better than the Fielder, definitely. But then the efficiency in terms of fuel, the ease of management of the car, the Fielder beats the Subaru any day. Get. So yeah. So good morning, Joseph Barikudembe. Kish, good morning. Salam. Hey. Moses Adams, hi. Abdurrahim. You mean a good drone is around 40? I thought it was I'm imagining. I've not actually inspected for someone, but I'm thinking at 40 you'll get a good drone, not the best but good enough. Town service. You're taking out Dev Gap country. You drone Dev Gap country. You're 40. Sorry. Town service. But if you want a really good one, definitely you need to have about 60. You get an up country. Make a million in card. Why wouldn't you go to the bond and get a drone on credit? I find that would be better. Gagenda mukafuo kange mbadde ngenda ku mail naye wantu omanyi okukwata nga balinga gye baatuma okukwata naye waliyo ebizi Mojala Julius, hi. I told you Ronald, red eyes took me badly, guys, whereby it pains so much I would not be able to sleep for 3 days. I would only sit in. What? So red eyes are that serious? And sorry Ronald, sorry. Achitegezeriwa judda amazi wano waba watambula mpola bwe wati angene malega ita ku main astan to wali wono right no you turn eyo mwanya ati amazi gajjudde eyo ngomanya nti amazi gajjudde sigenda kugendayo kanzireyo nkubeka main oba waliyo kajjam nja kumalako nako omanyi zine moroka zaffe empya za ntondwe. I try nata amazi gali gansuzizako kukubo, so I'm very careful where I take my car, especially when it's cold, when it's a wet season like this one. The main road might be stressful, but sometimes it's the safest bet if you want to keep your car healthy. Katoredi kajam kaka ikakutena kati atola bafesalo ngo for home estate avuge moroka ziri ku UAQ UAU. But imodoka ziti zifa avuga buli lunaku n'agenda kitegeera Kalega wera wano ku main road. Kati olaba ninga ave Mukono. You'd think I'm from Mukono. Eka kati motoka ya million nkaga huyu agitadde ku Babu Motors. Babu Motors mbamanye ba drive to own. Arthur, I can help Sir Rahim to get a defensive certificate in 5 days. Rahim, how much would it cost SPK? How much would it cost for someone to get a defensive driving certificate in 5 days? Enaku zino ku impress a new shape bungi. That means it's super reliable. So Subarus are very reliable, by the way, guys. The only thing that happens with Subarus is that the cost of maintenance is a little higher than a Toyota. But if you have the cost of maintenance, and of course even the fuel consumption is not as equal to, is not equal to what Toyota would cost. The maintenance of a Subaru will be a little bit higher than the Toyota. Opio Mark, how are you? Antonio aga ku main tochigeza uno oleda tusedda ku main wagenda tabula wano bata lumu zendoza bana Uganda lumu batigisobo boy impreza bwa swaga kivubuka nyo. Yeah, people like them because it's youthful, It looks youthful. We are also in wet season. Paul, you guys are not in the wet season. You guys are in the swimming season. Every time it rains, you guys end up swimming. Good morning, Arthur. Why is Toyota Kluger not common on the road as Harrier? Is even when it's more comfortable than a Harrier. Is it a bad car? No, it's not a bad. People just don't like it. You guys, people will be there and they just don't like something. You see, people don't like the Fielder hybrid. It's not necessarily that the Fielder hybrid is a bad car. No, the Fielder hybrid is actually a good car, but people have not embraced it. They like this Fielder better. Of course, there are two Fielders, one 2010, but they like those better. But you can get a hybrid that is really reliable. That route is longer. What if you came via Kawala? No, I have to take my kids to school. I defensive driving already bagenda kufuna defensive driving certificate in 5 days at 350,000. What you the baba? It's this raining this morning. Arthur, red eyes is tough. The guy I came with to pick my logbook at your office had it last week, but the photos look scary. I even shared one on your WhatsApp. Are you sure? So I should be careful. I should stay away from people. And then I'm vulnerable to the point that I can't go to work, that I have to sleep. I have to take my kids to school. Imagine a Mark X in blue color. Chiri. Sina blue color. Water blue. Lime blue. Blue tategere kika. Kati yes, be careful with the colors you buy. Some time back, we were in the bond. Some people, and I was telling, why are you taking this car? This color, come kazinze jenja color. Ate mmanya abachara basalawo. Mumami wabanga yita sobodde kusala ngo omukyala musalirawo. And they bought their car. Zenange ne sibanyega. Nibagule moroka yaabwe. But there are colors that are just not friendly. Because look here, in the population that is in this jam, white, silver, and then there is a black Fielder here, one of Mabari, a Yere Mabega one Markex, and then there is only one blue car. Which again. And why white and silver are good? Because white and silver, first of all, are very easy to clean. Secondly, they in the heat as much. Turquoise color. SPK driving school, my permit expired 3 years back. Ngenda kola renewal this year. Nsobola okukona mu class ya fuso. SPK jango demo Antonio wano. I remember the pink Vitz. Kale sebo. Nze netegese kugula kirumyoni ku 7 million. Ate tujja bigula. Bigenda gwa ne bei mu birinde. Mwe mwali manyi nti rumyoni eriva mu million 45 ne batukanga nga bagitunda emiliyoni 27. Of course yamaze neddamu n'erinnya kubaka rumyoni sebo eri mu million 33 saawa eno. Hi Vinny Cats, how are you? tujja bigula mwe mulinde ate buli moroka ina season yayo. It's going to name ana characters akapya kandabikira bu kali awo kalinga konna konna ke bapapira okitegira nti baba gamba mufunze muko size nene mutekeko obutalaatala obugifula batetenkanya nnyo nabo balimba. Omanyi there are cars that look better in the new version, and then there are cars that look like they are we zingula batutadde dda nemwe leero tewabadde jamu oba kiki oba people still in Labor Day. Abakazi babeera mu kkubo nga tebamanyi bavuga kati obaona asazeewo okubeera mu layiniki tatugereke. Actually leero mwe bagayi kambavugire ddala mbayisize ddala ku main road. Kambayisize ddala ku main road oba mwe mumanya kimulimpa. Kambayisize ddala ku ababoda mbala naye mwe without border borders. Yeah. Where would Uganda be? Mukimanyiza nga gavumenti yavaako dda. Kubanga abasajja ba boda boda singa bakwatadde mundu. Blue markets ate markets zo mugenda zigulira ddala mwe muline mweweemu omwaka gumu already markets waliyezo omwenda waliyezo 10 ate nga yingini namu steering zestero okubafaako ne suspension eyo wansi mpozi n'okutomera naye gwe ng'omuntu olina milioni 5 weeronda kimbu emmoroka yatomeramu omuntu wa milioni 5 bye byeronda ebyo ogula moroka ya 5 owooza musimanyi eri mu accident sha oba ojooga n'okujooga we milioni 5 n'eyekigugula buguzi kasita kibaba nti kiraga nnyo okiraba nti mwekiri naye kasita ebanga etambula kitegeera. So guys, Random Car Talk Thursday, we have confirmed ndowooza ffenna tukanyiza nti right now if you want to invest in the transport business and you want to invest in the transport si wa lorry, because let me tell you, lorries are another thing that is no longer profitable. Why? It used to be profitable with hardware existing, the hardware tezina moroka zazo. But right now, every hardware has a delivery truck. So it means if you buy a truck and you get away with deliveries, you're going to be competing with the very people that should be your customers. That's not a very good thing. So the best reason wanyambukire wano nange kamale gasala nyambuke emegenda mbitaala kuba ebitaala tebisanyusa katwambukire wano mwe without borders mukimanyiza gavumenti yagwadda aba borders wa abantu emirimu miliyoni nga 3 bw'ogattagatta buli wamu. Parliament yiyaawo birabye kanisani bikoze bitya kaakana ak'amasanyalaze Nissan Leaf kaako ka Nissan Leaf. I actually find that one of the issues that anyone would have with an electric car in Uganda would be driving through the Ugandan roads. You don't know where the flood is going to be. Which again. Then guys, abatamanyi Christ the King Church. Yeah. That thing ekiwanvu ekyo. Christ the King Church. Of course bagidamu ne bagi renovating some time back. Nabakano ka Volkswagen lupo. Atekawo Yesu amodolingo omulabye. Yesu bye tawulo. Nange. Abakatoliki bonna kuzintu bakyali ba muzanyo. Batadewo Yesu ng'asibye tawulo sebo ng'amodolinze. I need to look at that Jesus from in front. Whatever, we ended up in the same place. Ninga had to same busy. Of course, it took us a little longer time than it would. Na anyway, we were the jam, so there was no guarantee that. Genda, vamos aí. Kati waliwo ate mujja bitwala nno ng'ebyokusaaga naye waliwo abantu ng'ali mu Kampala naye nga tajjangako waggulu eno nga ye buli wajja mu Kampala avaamu mu paaka n'abeera omwo mugazi alandi omwo n'addamu n'alinnyimuka n'addeeka eva ng'era oyinza omugamba tugende waggulu eri ku The Winton nga tamanyiiyo okitege ate bangi abatabimanyi ebyo ebintu. Taxi bamukutte we atandise okwemolera ku ndabirwamu ya taxi. That's when you know that nobody can stop reggae. Wano wenafuna accident yange yasooka by the way era nali nsalamu bwentyo neningiza nowa taxi omuyayi wanu wanajja nankuba puu ye accident yange yasookera ddala by the way. It was serious. Oba banzija mitwala 3 aba abantu nange nenkanika emmotoka yange kibina yange eri UAB 155J manual nengula amataala amapya nengula grill empya bampa yo baddamu ne bagikola. Mukukola soko uli kafe. Enyawukana mu buzarwa mukukola tuyombagana tulwanagana tusojjagana naye tukwatire wamu ate agali awamu gegaludema. So we can do it. We can do it. Yes, we can do it together as well. We can do it together as well. Muna, emotaka gitemberi. Gitemberi. Bano, uli kuchwa. Uli mukatale. Where the highs and lows may be there, the fights may be there, but when we get together as well, we can do it. We can do it. Kale guys, nga bwingendo okumaliza broadcast y'olwaleero, I still think that omuntu yenna ng'oyagala to invest in the transport business and passenger transport right now, ride share like Uber, Ori Ride, Safecar should not be your number one choice because it's not a profitable thing. It's not going to be profitable at all. You'll get frustrated. Special hire will also frustrate you. I'm telling you, it will frustrate you. When we're going to special hire is not a thing. Look at the people that have been driving special hire for a long time. I'm sure for a very long time. time and they literally don't have change in their lives. They don't really get money that pushes them ahead. However, when you get people that have been doing taxis, people that own taxis, there is a difference in their lives. Now, of course, the business is not like any other business. It has its challenges, so it's not without them. But if you really must invest in the transport business, I recommend because lorries nazo zine ebizibu byazo. Hardware kavule guy aina lorry nga mabati, but on top of that yenga ye na aina ne moroka ezisomba omusenyu lorry nga tano okitegeera. So he will sell sand, literally everything that someone needs for construction, that dude is selling. Kati gwe bwogula lorry nga ogiguze nti ogenda ogenda gikozesa ebintu bibimu n'oyo guy. You're competing with someone that has the material that he needs to transport. He has an unlimited supply of customers because abantu bajja okugula cement nga abagamba nina omusenyu ogulina ogw'ennyanja ogwaki. You know what I'm talking about. So you're going to be competing with someone you should not really be competing with in that business. Kukebere moroka esengula abantu okitegeera. Kati ate ba corporate bemwali bademugira, but the corporates are even more calculative. Kati there are companies that shift them, but on top of shifting them n'ebintu byabwe by packaging bulungi and all that. But guys, you know, basi unanetekere open day. The good thing is our 1 hour iweze sichecho hour yafe kozechi hour yafe wezi. Steve Barros, New Ractis and Teresia were combined effort of Subaru, but they did a very bad job. It was the intern student that made that Ractis new shape. Man, Ractis new shape ebulamu temalayo. Nze nesunze kugula namukadde in January next year. Njagala vuga ku manyo. Naye Bashir osobola kujja n'ovugamu. Namukadde yange eyo mugireke kati okuzaayo moroka ekola namukadde byakola. Nitage $15,000,000. Etaano ezo saagala zosiina wengenda zijja ziteekaawo. They have a list of cars ngendo okugula between 5 to 7 million very soon. Just imagine a blue market nga lwaki sigula 5. Arthur, talk more about the drone. There is no drone business. Because the difference that you can use a drone for tours and travel, then you can use it for taxi, then you can use it for private transport, you can use it for things. Educate Hilux drivers about diesel particulars, particulate filter, city speeds clog it, so it's advisable they drive higher speeds for DPF regeneration or call it cleaning. And the thing with diesel cars perform better when they are can I call it mistreated? The diesel cars are best for highway driving. Uganda, you don't follow the lanes, just muyingira etambula. Daudi, gwe bw'onosalawo following lane tojja kutambula. Me have idea. I used to do those things. Naye ogenda n'olabanga gwalina akajanja. Everyone is going. N'aba patrol bennyini bwe batwe bavuga. Oyingira lane etambula. Bwe bidituuka wano nga bitandise okukola ebyo bikola ewammwe. Nga naffe tubikola. Guys, you did not like the broadcast. Mazima muli abantu 5 na like 16. And even farmers got their own trucks to transport. Exactly. Kati Antonio olaba n'abalimi bennyini balina emmoroka ezaabwe. There is a chick called Slave Farmer. Mumumanyi. Ali ku Twitter, ali ku TikTok kati. Slave Farmer yevugira loole eyiye ne yejjira ebintu mu nnimiro n'abitwala. Kati gwe ng'obeera ng'okompitinga n'omuntu oyo. Eyo eyafuuka y'aba broker tekyali parliament. So ekipande kya Kampala Casino kye nakola kyekikyaliyo. Those people banyongere ssente. Omulimu wakola mulungi. Good morning Kawagama Enoch, nange kambuzeeko nga wotugamba. Amina. Arthur, over one day you educate people on the right of way. The right of way, I think I've done plenty of videos. There are categories of cars that have a right of way. Police cars have a right of way. Army cars have a right of way. Ambulances have a right of way. Fire brigade have a right of way. Kati newe mbavuga Ractis yange eno. If I'm bwema nkulembeddwa patrol, I have a right of way. I spent 3 good years in Kampala nga simanyi ku church house and I was working in Chikuwa. Kati olaba Mr. Antonio, but for that case you should first add class C1 lorry 3.5 to 7.5. Actually, Anthony, I think you can put that C1 class no jitekamu no jivuga emyezi ebiri no gattamu eri gy'oyagala. What car is a first good car? Every car is a good first car based on based on your income capabilities and all that. Arthur, I think buying Kamonye to be on the safe side, you have to insure it because they are like borders when it comes to accidents. And I can't insure and say again kuba ya bay which take but you can insure na imam. Kamonye ezo ku bukadde bwezi baako. I think oyina kutala afya nga banno okitegeera. Arthur, how much do you think is the steering rack for Chibina? See, I'm told on Gabi Metano Kwasat, Metano Kwasat. Buying a Pro Box or a Fielder for Uber, Jumia courier services makes more sense than holding people. But still, Pro Box is beginning to call a Fielder Jireke. Budida Dada Kamoto Kanga Kabinga to Katagenda Kuke Maganda Kuchakala. The transportation in trucks better, a forward one, and when you drive it yourself. Dogmeister. Okumu Brian, good morning, guys. Kambasibu, let me say bye-bye. We have an open day today. The guys that have wanted to do digital marketing, today we have a class that you don't even have to pay for. This class number 1, where you come and see if digital marketing is actually for you. Yeah. Thank you for being part of the broadcast. I don't take it for granted. I'm really grateful that you guys take the time. I'm grateful that you tell people about this channel. Keep telling people about it. Share these videos. Let them subscribe. And tell them about the pre-purchase inspection service that I do. You want to buy a good car? Come on, go with Arthur. Moya kasente katono. Tewe na $500,000 shillings. Simtwala na mwetano. Tijue. With $500,000 shillings because $500,000 shillings will be 500k. Muyombia Mark, Mugalasi Joshua Mix Farm, Paul Banalia, Hasma Travel Life Vlog, Mugerura Baker, Deep in Coffee Sabugwa, Medi Nick Waboyi, Paul Sema, Paul Banalia, Lubura Chris Fitness, Antonio Random Things, Toddy Ronald, Tusime Eddie, Rahim Chigozi, Rahim Chimuli Chigozi. Gweno Chimuli obamuto wange. Obamuto wange ne guy yanziba gwe nabuza maka tuyange natamala yali Chimuli. Naye yadde emabega. Bane musasula amabanja. Yambade Hannington, Kaiwa Benjamin, Ivan Kayuchi, Toddy Ronald, Kanso Patrick Asiku, Africa Karota, Daudi Mukasa, Bridget Kakai, Nasazi Saharu, JK wewe wale kutubu zako, JK yaze tubu zako na agenda. Paul sema radio za 550. Non-negotiable kuliko camera ya reverse plus free installation. Yes, Moses Adams, Kambesi J, Travel Life Vlog na kupozi zako, Joseph Bali Kudembe, Kai, Chris Fitness na kupozi zako, sorry, Majwala Julius, SPK Driving School, Lamek TT, Steve Barros, Vinny Katz, Okot SP, Daudi Mukasa, sorry, Kawagama Enoch, Kaiwa Benjamin, Muroza Sibamazeno, S. Zach, Vinny Katz, Dogmeister, Okumu Brian. Good morning, Cesazi Rollings. Jay Sekajawane, guys, have a very lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow, which is Question Friday. Don't drink and drive. Try and keep safe. Mukama wa mokisa. Inange musabira ati nange bitama. Ati muira tell people about this channel. Share the video in as many groups as you can. Wachitegera. Share with as many people as you can. Budget to yige. Na mukama wa mokisa. Have a good